All right, so this is from Neville Goddard, of course, what we're going through tonight. This is The Treasury of Neville Goddard, Power of Imagination. And this actual book that we're going through is Feeling is a Secret. It's 2 pages out of that, okay? I'm sure somebody asked me again, so I'll just say it one more time here. Feeling is the Secret is the book name, and that's Neville Goddard. Feeling is a Secret, Neville Goddard. All right, now I don't always say there's so many books. Actually, Kaleo, you had a wonderful question that said, what kind of books should we be reading? What kind of things? Remember, this TIR program is everything you need as you go through the actual program to generate the quantum leaps you're looking for. I do supplement everything, with Thomas Trower, Neville Goddard, all these books. So feel free to pick up a copy, but it's not necessary. I always want to make sure you remember that reading this every day is not necessary, although it can broaden your knowledge, deep understanding. A little difficult at first, a little challenging to get through. That's why you have to really be in a space ready for it. So focus on the program first, foremost, then you can always supplement books like this, okay? I always encourage that. That's what I do in my own life. That's how I've generated my own results, okay? All right, going through this, it's going to be very deep. We're going to go through it the first time, then we're going to have to go through it again because that's really the understanding of how we go through these things. Understand. We're going to go into more visual mode after we go through the actual content here and now today. You're going to absolutely love it, okay? Now, the blue bars on here, I'm covering it up not for a reason. It's not like there's secrets under this blue little bar, and you're like, oh my God, what's under the blue bar? You can just take a look. That's all it is some references that we don't really have to go through, a lot of religious references and quotes and things. It's not that it's bad nor good. It's just I want to make sure we're consciously using our time invested in the material and then applying it rather than going through every paragraph that Neville Goddard has ever wrote, okay? So again, I'm not blocking it for any specific reason, rather than we only have an hour on the call, and I want to make sure we're absorbed and putting our time and effort and attention into what's going to matter for us changing our results here now tonight, all right? So both little squares there, what's under them. All right, let's go ahead and go forward here, okay? Now, as we go forward, grab your goal card. Make sure you're studying towards your goal. Everything that we go over tonight, you want to make sure you're applying towards your goal. Now, you heard Bob, just before we go into this, you heard Bob talk about it in the Man's Search for Meaning episode, okay? It says people just are not thinking. I'll go through that tonight, but remember mental activity, that mind chatter, that's not thinking. Deep thought is actually getting emotionally involved and thinking about what you want regardless of what's going on around you. So sometimes people say, well, I have some trouble actually staying in a high vibration. Well, it's because they're not thinking. It's because they're almost unconscious and letting everything else control them, right? So we want to remain the center of our power, controlling our thoughts, feelings, actions, okay? All right, let's rock and roll. Okay. The subconscious, top left corner, the subconscious never fails to express that which has been impressed upon. The moment it receives an impression, it begins to work out the ways of its expression. It accepts the feeling impressed upon it, your feeling, as a fact existing within itself, and immediately sets about to produce in the outer or objective world the exact likeliness of that feeling. The subconscious never alters the accepted beliefs of man. It outpictures them to the last detail, whether or not they're beneficial. Whoa! A little different than power of awareness, even deeper than that. That's why I say don't grab this book unless you're ready for it, unless you've been through the program already, okay? We're going to break it down. Don't worry that you're like, oh my God, I don't know what this is. I have no idea. Some of you do have an idea, okay? Just stay with me on this, okay? We're going to go through it step by step here. Now, let's go through this top paragraph. The subconscious never fails to express that which has been impressed upon it. Never fails. It will always win. Okay? The moment it receives an impression, the moment our idea, or think about the stick figure diagram, comes from our conscious into our subconscious, the moment that happens, the moment it receives an impression, it begins to work out the ways of its expression. It works out the how for you. Hopefully you're writing notes. Subconscious mind works out the how for you. The subconscious mind accepts the feeling impressed upon it, your feeling, as a fact existing within itself and immediately sets about to produce the how in the outer or objective world, the exact likeliness of that feeling. So as soon as an idea that you entertain in your conscious mind is accepted as true based on how you feel, okay, remember what everything that we've been talking about, based on how you feel, it's accepted. It will immediately figure out all the how that's going to be the least resistant path for you to get what you want or what you fear, what you have faith in or what you have feared. Okay. The subconscious mind never alters the accepted beliefs of man. Okay. Which means all of you on this call, your subconscious mind is not throwing obstacles at you. I hear it all the time. The universe is testing me. The universe is not testing you. Your obstacles are within that are producing the outer circumstances, difficulties, and challenges. We're going to go through it deeply tonight. There's not some man on the cloud saying, Scott, you need to be tested. If you get through this challenge, I will reward you with this. Okay? Not exactly how it works. It feels that way sometimes, not exactly. Okay. If we believe that to be true, if we believe that we're always being tested, we will feel like a victim to the universe, that I am always the one to be challenged and tested while other people flow easily and effortlessly, right? So we don't want to believe that we're being tested, because then we'll feel victimized and we'll always believe that we're the ones to be tested. Okay. I'll go through this deeper. Just remember, you're the only one that can change your beliefs. Okay. Now, that's only the first paragraph. Okay, just want to take a quick pause. We'll go ahead and start motoring through this. But is everyone with me so far? I know it's a little deeper. I knew that before jumping on this call. I knew it was going to be a lot to comprehend. I knew it was going to be a lot to absorb. I knew that. Okay, so just know that I know that so that I can put that belief in you that says everything's going to be simple from here. We're going to simplify. We're going to make this easy. Okay, so go ahead and raise your hand if everyone's good to go. Okay, Armando says, I'm with you. Nate says, let's do this. Liz says, I love it. Nick says yes. Susan, yes. Okay, we're good to go. Dale says with you, Scott. All right, awesome. Okay. Second paragraph there. So I'm just going to make a little space here so that we can separate the paragraphs. Very easy to see. To impress the subconscious with a desirable state, you must assume the feeling that would be yours had you already received and realized your wish. In defining your objective, you must be concerned only with the objective itself. The manner, the how of expression, or the difficulties involved are not to be considered by you. To think feelingly on any state impresses it on the subconscious. Therefore, if you dwell on difficulties, barriers, or the delay in your goal coming into fruition, the subconscious, by its very non-selective nature, accepts the feeling of difficulties and obstacles as your request and proceeds to produce them in your outer world. This is really good. All right. I'm deliberately taking a lot of pauses tonight. Okay. Let's go through that paragraph again. Now, remember, why are we going through this? Because this will install so much faith in your goal coming into fruition, okay? You will understand that everything's by law. Everything's happening always by law. So we want to calm down and we want to be in this moment and be very relaxed, saying, all right, I just need a little more understanding. I need a little more understanding of how to apply it, okay? To impress the subconscious, to take that goal in your consciousness and put it in your subconscious, to do that, you must assume the feeling that would be yours had you already realized your wish. Remember money last week that we covered? Remember we said the feeling was everything, and we say it almost every single week? That's why. Conscious, your idea, your goal must be impressed upon subconscious before it enters reality. Okay? Comes from the spiritual, the very top, where our thought power is, comes to and through us down to the physical. Must go conscious to subconscious. So therefore, to operate in a harmony with the laws, to have the money you desire, the first 50K month, 100K month, the things that you desire, relationships, whatever it is, we have to understand, how do I take this idea that I've set as a goal, put it into my subconscious. What needs to happen? Okay.